Now, Randy, what I want you to do, you've gone through the procedure, the Neuro LapBand procedure. You did that a week ago, or almost a week ago. You've already started showing that you're losing between 1 pound to 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a week.
Right.
Your medical doctor has been pretty interested in learning more about the procedure.
Yes. And his nurse.
And his nurse. One of the things that a lot of people don't understand about hypnosis and hypnotherapy is how strong the mind is. And so what I'd like you to do is just recount when you came in on a Saturday here to this office, which is just a normal office. We don't have an operating room. We don't have surgeons, doctors, gurneys, or anything else. You're just sitting in a chair. But just kind of recount a little bit about what your experience was after I put you into hypnosis and you began to go through the pre-procedure and then the procedure itself and then the post-procedure afterwards.
Well, it was kind of an out-of-body and in-body experience to both.
At the same time?
Yes.
Okay. Was it frightening?
No.
Okay.
No, and I felt cognizant of everything that was going on at all times.
Okay.
At no time did I feel out of control or threatened or intimidated or anything like that. You know, during the before the procedure, I remember being rolled into a room.
Okay. Do you remember going down a hallway or anything like that, or just the sensation of rolling?
Just the sensation of rolling.
Okay. And then do you remember actually going into the operating room itself?
Well, I remember being pushed into a bright room.
A bright room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, I recall someone putting something over my face, and
Okay.
then I recall people standing around me and even observing people standing around me.
Okay. Did you hear the sound of any medical equipment or anything like that?
Yeah, everything, you know, as things were handed and moved and transferred, and, you know, then I felt them working on my stomach.
Okay.
Area, and then I smelled a very odd smell that I wasn't familiar with. It was very strong, and then as I could feel them working on my stomach, you know, I could hear the tools. I could hear them talking. I didn't, you know, other than, you know, just normal talk. I don't recall a lot of exactly what they said, but I could obviously tell they were talking back and forth to each other.
Okay. Now, when they made the incisions, because the actual procedure would require 3 incisions, did you feel the incisions?
Just a little pressure.
Just a little pressure.
No pain. Nothing like a cutting sensation or anything like that. The only really, and it really wasn't painful, but the only strong feeling that I felt was when they tightened up the band.
Okay.
And I, you know, it was like someone really tightening down on you.
Okay, so you felt that.
Yeah, and I felt a real tightness in my stomach, and still feel that tightness today.
But it's not uncomfortable.
It's not painful and it's not uncomfortable, but I still feel the sensation.
Okay. Now, since you've had this procedure, how have you noticed your eating has changed?
Tremendously. I don't have cravings like I did. I mean, and that was immediately. And there were no withdrawals. I didn't have headaches. I was having headaches before.
Okay.
And I haven't had a single headache since. And that's big.
Did you have any mood swings afterwards,
No.
or no? No. Okay.
No mood swings. But the biggest things that I noticed, you know, my portion control was drastic immediately. I went from eating plates on that size to eating on a plate that size, and from mounds of food to a fistful of food in size.
Okay, now when you eat that, how do you feel?
Well, I'm eating a lot slower,
Okay.
and I feel satisfied.
Now, when you eat slower, are you consciously thinking about eating slower, or does it just happen?
Well, I think both.
Okay.
I think both because I mean we had a conversation post
Right.
hypnosis where that was something that you wanted me to try to focus on.
Right.
But you know, I think it's much easier,
Okay.
you know, or natural for me to do.
Okay. Have you noticed that the flavors of foods are more pronounced to you now than they were?
Well, you know, I think because I'm eating slower, I think I'm
You're actually
focused
tasting
on
it
the
now.
taste more instead of just being filled up. And you know, I'm enjoying it because eating slower. If you're at a table with someone else, you enjoy the conversation along with the food more.
Okay.
It's more of an experience than an activity, and that makes it a lot more pleasant. But you know, I'm not craving sweets or carbohydrates, or I'm not sneaking food anymore
Okay.
like I was, and I'm not overeating.
Okay. How's your energy level?
It's very good. It's very good. I was, you know, I was having some real sleeping issues, and that's getting better. It's not completely gone away, but it's getting better.
Okay.
And I definitely can see an increase in my energy level.
So overall, with the actual Neuro LapBand procedure, you did not find that it was unpleasant at all?
No,
You didn't have any negative side effects of any kind?
not so far.
Okay. And you shouldn't, because there aren't any. And overall, you feel pretty positive about the experience?
Yeah, I mean, I feel my energy level getting better all along. My attitude is more positive.
Okay.
I see myself in a better light than I did. And it's been a very positive experience so far.
Now, you've just gone through your first post-procedure hypnosis, where we worked on a number of things, both from your personal issues and also from an eating side of things. But for the person that has never experienced hypnosis, could you talk a little bit about what you saw, felt, touched, remember smelling while you were in this particular session, if anything?
Well, I think for someone that's never been through hypnosis, there's a real misconception about the experience in general.
Okay, so how could we correct that misperception?
Well, I think a lot of people are accustomed to what they see on TV or on stage, and that's nothing like what it really is. I mean, you're fully aware of your surroundings. You're in complete control of yourself at all times, even though you're in a different level of consciousness.
Okay.
Your ability to image in your mind's eye is tremendously enhanced while you're in a state of hypnosis.
Okay.
And all of your senses are heightened. Your ability to visualize, your ability to smell, to sense different things, your ability to relax is just at a much greater level. When you're in hypnosis and you're going through different stages, you're able to see where you are, what you're doing, what the suggestions are. You can see colors in your mind's eye. You can smell smells. And it just it has the ability to take you to a different time and place in your mind and where your body physically is.
Okay.
And it's great. I don't know what else to say about it.
Okay, that's fair enough. Well, thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, and we will continue.